Hello and welcome to our guest for the World Mental Health Forum Summit this week in 2025 is the wonderful Andrea Klincokova, and she has been a member of Collaboration Global for some time now. And what I love about Andrea is her daily work is about helping people to transform not only their lives but their leadership and the way they support and help the companies and the organizations that they are part of. So welcome, Andrea. It's lovely to have you today.
Thank you. Lovely to be with you again.
Thank you. Now, you recently sent me some information, some details about one of your clients who remarked on another one of your clients, because that was how you kind of got the referral along the way. And it kind of struck me immediately that when we are struggling in life and when we are ploughing on and getting on with it and getting through the mud, we think that nobody else spots it, and we think we're putting on a brave front, and we think that people don't see. But the minute the light goes back on and we are back in our happy place and we are back in the zone of comfort where we are and we feel like we are thriving again, other people see the change in us. So could you just tell us that story of your ex-client and this person who spotted the difference in her? How did that come about?
Okay. Whew. I'll start from a different place.
Yeah.
One of the things which I always struggled myself was to put some label on what do I do, because how do you describe this kind of transformation? You know, so what I always say is just tell me what you want to work on right now. That's where we start. And be aware that we are going to touch your whole life, no matter what.
Yeah. Wow. That's no small feat, is it? I just
No,
what's your little problem? And I'll then transform your whole life. That's amazing.
but the thing is that's what always happens. Once you start to work on one part of your life or business or leadership or whatever you
Mm,
call it at the very beginning, you will find out that actually you are working on your whole life.
that's so true. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's how it is. Because whenever you shift something, no matter how small it is, in one place, it automatically brings this domino effect uh, on your whole life.
Mm. Oh, I've experienced that. I really do acknowledge that, when you're talking about one thing that you feel like you protect yourself, so you let somebody know about this one little area that's a bit of a problem, not realizing the dominoes are going to fall. And then you can't help yourself but go, this is the actual big story that is really pulling me back.
Yeah,
But you've got that crack, that shard of light going in.
yeah, and that's exactly it. And the light is a brilliant word for this, because that's what people start to notice.
Yeah.
When you start this work, you suddenly start to radiate a different light.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, you suddenly start to look different, you start to talk different, you start to move differently. And very often I hear feedback from my clients saying, some friends saw me after a long time and they were like, oh wow, you look so much younger.
Oh, wow. That's it. It's a good point because the burden is lifted off your shoulders, so you're automatically gonna
Exactly,
start to grow.
exactly. And
Amazing.
this happened also with this specific client of mine who came to me by this reference, by this witnessing
Mm,
the other client who was changing in front of their eyes in the office. Like that's why she came to me saying, if I noticed, I saw it, I was witnessing the change, and if she can change, I started to believe that I can change.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That is so true, because when somebody has a burden, or even they don't even realize it themselves, but they've created protecting mechanisms to make sure they don't get hurt, or they don't get pushed to one side, or whatever it is they have to do to feel safe.
Yeah.
When that barrier is taken away, and their emotional freedom is allowed, their intellectual freedom is allowed, their creativity is allowed,
Yes.
and somebody else is watching that and going, well, they used to be like me, and now look at them. So what tablet are they taking? What cream are they putting on their face? What are they doing that's differently? And it's not external, it's internal, isn't it?
Always, yeah. It's always internal. Always.
That makes me feel that there should be people like you at the end of a prescription.
Oh yes. And we all need it.
Yes, because
We all need it.
we do. We all need it. And the thing is, half the time you don't realize you need it.
Yeah.
And then when you do realize you need it, you have to feel really brave and courageous to ask for help. It goes back to Brené Brown, doesn't it? If you're feeling vulnerable, you've got to be brave to put your hand up and go, this is not working for me.
Yeah.
I can't carry on functioning in this way, because
Yeah.
the more you function in that detrimental way to who you are being, the more physically ill you're going to get.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's one of the things people don't always put together. They
Mm,
don't connect those dots. And the fact is that it's all connected. Um, our mind, body, spirit, whatever we call it, or heart,
yeah.
puts your own word there. It's all connected. It's like we were taught that we need to behave in one way in work and in different way at home, but we are still the same person.
Mm,
We are still the same person. The same person goes to work, and the same person is back at home.
mm.
So that splitting ourselves is not really the best thing for us.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
It's exhausting, is what it is, isn't it? If you're trying to be two different people and satisfy other people, when do you get to satisfy you? When do you get to be your true self?
Exactly. And we are so well trained that we have this mask of, oh, everything is absolutely fantastic. I'm fine. Nothing is wrong with me.
Mhm.
And ooh, when you close doors and you have the uh, opportunity to be just with yourself,
Yeah.
that's a very different story, which is opening up in there.
And I used to find that would be when the tears would come, because you're so pressurized into being other people. And maybe it's even worse if you're pressurized to be somebody else at home as well as at work.
Yes.
And then even worse than that is the tears are there, but they can't come because
Mm.
you're just still holding it all in,
So, yeah.
and you don't know how to release it, how to take the valve off, so the all of the rubbish that's going on inside your head and your heart can escape. Andrea, what sort of um, things might people say that kind of as a little clue to you that there's bigger stuff going on? What might they go, oh, I've got a little problem here, or I've got a situation there? What sort of, in your years of experience, what sort of things do you often come up, do you hear that you go, that's not the real problem?
Okay, that's a funny question, because usually when people come to me, they know what their problem is and what they want to work on,
Right.
and only when you look like, okay, yes, I understand, I hear you. Okay, we can start there. And why is this troubling you? What's behind it, or what's below the surface of this question? What is the real question here? Is it
Mm.
really about this, what you just told me? And sometimes it is, but more often it's not.
That's a really good question. Why is this bothering you?
Yeah,
Because for some people, it won't bother them at all.
yeah,
And for others, it's the biggest thing in the world. And you kind of have to get onto the level of where their pain is at and
yes,
why. And you can kind of go, oh, okay, I can see it. I don't know why you're doing it. But if you're in denial for them, then you're not
yes,
going to be able to help them, are you? But
exactly.
if you come across somebody, so for example, if somebody doesn't know you or have that skill set nearby and they're dealing with somebody who's struggling, who's not happy at work, not happy at home, not happy work, and don't really know why and what's going on, what sort of question might you ask them? Is that the sort of thing that you might say is what's really bothering you? Or are there set questions that you use to uncover what's going on?
Hmm. It's very individual. One of the funny thing is when you have so much experience and so much different training, and you know it yourself,
Yeah.
is that your toolbox you can use is such big that you can just pull out
Yeah.
whatever
You do it
you feel that is
instinctively.
in that moment
Yeah.
important for that specific person.
Yeah.
But uh, very often what you hear in the market on internet is just go where the pain is.
Right.
And yeah, it works sometimes for some people in some situations.
Mm.
I don't think it works always, and it definitely doesn't work for everyone. So,
Mm.
so based on what I see, what I hear, feel, I might go with actually what makes you happy. Is there anything what makes you happy?
Mm.
And I go that line because it suddenly disrupt that I'm so unhappy whatever I do, wherever I look.
Mm. This is really sad when some people think, when was I happy? When was the last time I was
Yeah,
happy? Then you know there's a serious problem going on. I remember for me, when I was on a course all about me, 3 days of just about me, it's quite frightening, really. And one of the questions was like, what are you angry about? So it's the opposite side of what makes you happy. It's what are you really angry about? And I waxed lyrical for ages about what drove me nuts. And at the end of it, very quiet, very, very, very quiet little sentence just came back to me. So how's it working out for you, Jill? So basically, I told them what I was angry about, and then they said, "And what do you do about it?"
yeah,
And then they said, "Now, how's that working out for you?" And I
yeah,
just sat back and went, "Whoa,
yeah.
it's not working at all." So it's like that kind of mic drop moment of like, so what are you going to do about it, kind of thing. And it wasn't you should do this or you should do that or any of that malarkey. It was just this total that moment of revelation that I was the cause of all the things that I was getting angry about. And once you realize that, it's like, oh, no, no, crazy. I'm a crazy woman. You can then start doing something towards it. And I get that when you're sat in front of somebody who's maybe come to you for A, and actually it's B, C, and D that the problem,
Exactly.
you have to pull out all your bag of tricks and ask those questions that you know are going to hit that spot and work it out for you.
And again, you said something very important here. Usually, whatever it is, what people do not realize or don't want to see is that what connects all of that
Yeah.
is always them.
Yeah.
It's always us.
Yeah. We have choices that we can make, and we have power within those choices. And
Yeah.
quite often, not through any fault of our own, we have a default. Rather than
Yes.
make an empowered choice, we have a default of that's what we
Yeah.
do. And that default, you go round and round in circles, don't you? You create the
Exactly.
same problem again and again. If you always do what you've always done, you always get what you always got. And until someone can give you that, why don't you try it this way?
Yeah.
then you can go, oh, yeah, that's a really good idea. I hadn't thought about that. Because we don't. We think that they're doing that to us. They're doing it on purpose. No, they're not. 9 times out of 10, people aren't doing stuff to us on purpose. They're not being mean. They're not being horrible. They don't even realize what we're thinking because they don't know what we're thinking because we haven't told them yet what we're thinking. So
Exactly.
it is a very,
And they don't do it to us. They just do it because that's do
yeah,
it, you know.
yes.
So
Wow.
it's absolutely not about them.
What a revelation. What a revelation to have that. But I really get that it's wonderful to see it for yourself, but to have somebody else walk alongside you who's on your side, who wants you to see those things in the darkness, that wants you to be able to step into the light and then be able to shine that light for other people to see. You
Yeah.
need someone like your good self, who would be able to support and help them. And whilst you work mainly with leaders in organizations so that they can then help the rest of their organization, if somebody were individually wanting to get in touch with you, Andrea, what's the easiest way for them to get hold of you?
Obviously through you and Collaboration Global.
Nice one. I mean, certainly, if you want to contact me at Jill, Gill, at collaborationglobal.org, I would definitely put you in touch with Andrea. That's the easiest way. If you've got a website, Andrea, they can go and have a
Yes,
look at those.
I do changeility.com, www.changeility, changeility.com.
Right, perfect. So if you're ready for a change, if you feel like you're stuck in a rut, or if things aren't going your way and you don't even know why, and you don't feel like you're stuck in a rut, just having somebody to talk through and ask those pertinent questions,
Yeah.
Andrea is the lady for you. Well, thank you for joining me for this very short 15-minute World Mental Health Forum section of the summit this time, and really appreciate you sharing your thoughts and your ideas with us. It's been absolute
Thank
joy.
you.
Thank you, Andrea. See you soon.
Thank you. Thank you. See you soon.